Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one's 40 acres, asking $8,499. It's in Apache County, Arizona. It's a northeastern part of Arizona. And the picture guy got some horses. There's there's a foal there too, and he's got some Mustangs on the way out to the property. So let's take a look at this property. It's got some interesting topography to it, and I'll see if I can show this one to you. So first off, this one's for sale by Felicia and Andrew Gus and Bacon. Right here is their phone number, their name. So if you call, if you want to get more specific information about this property, the owners are right here. They're on the website, realvacantland.com. If you go to the description box of this video below, there's a link. It'll take you back to the website, and you can call them or email them and ask them more specific questions about this property. I'm just presenting to you because it's on my website. So they're asking $8,499 cash or $999 down, owner financing, and some kind of payments from there. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see if they give more detail. And yeah, so it's Apache County, Arizona, 40 acres. It's a good sized property, and it looks like they got actual pictures of the property. So this is pictures on the way out there, and so it's got their logo and stuff. Their website's over there is Compass Land USA. They've got a bunch of properties. I think they're all posted on my website too. So here's the property in the background. You got these nice hills. It's a good sized piece of property. It goes into these hills, just a little bit of it into the hills. So the hills are to the south, and you got these like mesas around the area. It just looks like a beautiful area, beautiful piece of Apache County. Wide open countryside like this. You can drive up to it, and yeah, it looks pretty easy to go across this kind of countryside. Ride your horse, ride your dirt bike, or whatever it is you like to do. And as we get closer to the property, I'll pull up some other angles and stuff. But this is getting out there, getting close to the property. This is more getting towards the property. And so you got some of these hills in the background, some nice looking hills. And it looks like it belongs in Star Wars or something, kinds of, the little robot poking his head out in the countryside and they're getting shot at and stuff. So there's a lot of good color to these hills. This looks like, I'd want to do an adobe house with like just a courtyard thing and looking out at these hills, and in this kind of atmosphere, you could build whatever you want. It's wide open. The regulations are really easy. We've had a lot of people buy land like this in this area and move on to it with an RV and just go for it. If you go read the county regulations, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to put a septic in and yada, 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 but it's not so well enforced out here. And it's really up to you to follow the rules and do everything right. I'm just presenting the land. Don't take my word for it on the zoning. But just generally go talk to locals and you'll get that general feel there as well. So there's some more of these mesas out in the area. And I just imagine what this looks like after a rain. So in this area, the rain happens a lot in late July, early August. And this just lights up. It's like a monsoon season in the summer, the hot part of the year. Just boof, and the flowers and the bees and the birds and everything go crazy, and the place just turns green and goes nuts. Okay, so we're seeing some more pictures, some more of these hills. You get some old cattle fences going across the countryside here, and different points of view of what you get the idea of what we're looking at. There's a bunch of pictures there. You can go look at all the pictures. I believe they've got drone footage of the property too. So if you go look at the video that's on the website, you can see the detailed, camera flying around the property. You get a really good view of it that way. So they've got a couple different options on here. Cash price $8,499 plus a $199 documentation fee. Or buy now and click and go for it, or get financing. They just got a couple different plans here: $499 down and $299 a month, or $1,000 down and $349 a month, or $1,500 down and basically $500 a month. You can read the numbers what they are exactly by going to the website and talking to them. So they've got the parcel numbers. They've got legal description showing the property, all the basic information that the realtors never give you when you're shopping land, that should always be disclosed, right? Learn about it at the closing table. So all the basic information. Taxes are about $50 a year on the thing. We've got GPS coordinates here of where the property lays out, so you can go out there and you can walk around the property. I just go on like Google or Apple Store or whatever you have and just do free GPS. And there's a bunch of apps that come up that you can put these GPS in there and they'll give you directions to them. Or you can walk around and you can print these off and you can line them up. I've done it on multiple properties. And if you go, like I buy the marking tape, like the pink marking tape or the orange marking tape from Home Depot or Lowe's kind of place, and I use that and tie it on branches or slam some stakes in the ground and get some rebar. This kind of land, you probably want to take some rebar with you. You could probably find a rock and just hammer the rebar into the ground, tie a ribbon on it, or pile up some rocks and spray paint them or something when you find those markers, and to lay out basically where the property is. It's not going to be survey quality, but generally pretty darn close. So money back guarantee on all the properties. So you can buy it and go look at it and check it out, and then don't not like it and get your money back. From Felicia and Andrew, not from me, from those guys. So there's the basic view on the website. I wanted to show off this other software that I've been using. So this is called Neighbor Scoop. It's from the Land Academy guys, and they put this together. They've been working on it and bragging about it, and I've been on the beta testing side. And this software is pretty awesome. I don't know if you can see up here, but right over my head, it's got like the owner's phone number of the property. You can click on whatever property in the country, you get the phone number of the person that owns it. Like, there you go. Call the neighbors, call everybody. Makes it a lot easier to find easements. I've been negotiating easements with that kind of data, and it's almost like cheating in real estate. But here we go. So they got the maps here, and right in the middle of that, if you can see it over there, just past where my finger can get, is there's a pond. And if you look at this, I mean, it's like there's a wash going through behind my head, going up. There's like a river, right? So when the water flows, I think it's going to be really entertaining on this property. And over behind me here, let's see if I can get out of the way. There's someone homesteading. It looks like a mobile home or an RV over here. So on the 40 acres next door, somebody is going for it, and they are driving through that wash to get there. They're coming from the roads in the north. They're driving through that wash to get there, and it looks like they've got a small pasture out behind their setup. For maybe it's just for their dogs or something. Instead of fencing in the whole 40 acres, they just fenced in a little piece. And but yeah, so this topography, I mean, it kind of looks like, because there's water down here, that it should go down. But when I looked at topography, I mean, it comes down to there and then it goes up here. So I think you're going to have a whole bunch of awesome flat land to use. And then in the south, you got this big hill. Like if you wanted to shoot at stuff, you could shoot into this hill. Or just have it as a backdrop, like a picture as a backdrop out the back side of your house. So if you're up here, for example, in the winter, you want the sun to come through the windows, right? And so you're going to want the windows facing south, this way towards the mountains. And so your deck and your openness of the house should be facing south to get the warmth of the winter coming in through the windows. And this is Arizona, so the sun's going to be out all the time. Blue skies, there's going to be lots of sun. So in the summer, you probably don't want that much sun. But in the summer, the sun isn't coming in from this angle, it's coming from that angle, right? And so you can look at the angles. There's different things you can study about how much your roof angle is and your overhang is to know what times of the year you're going to get lots of sun and how much sun you have coming into the house, depending on how much windows you have. Good architects understand that, can describe it, but if you're building on your own, you can study that stuff. There's books and websites and things about that. I've looked at a bunch in the past. So when the sun is in the summer, it's up higher and it's looking down at your house. It's hitting the roof and the overhang, and it's not coming in the windows as much and frying your tushy off, right? So that kind of setup, that kind of economic setup or environmentally friendly setup of your housing will give you a perfect view of these hills to the south, because you're just going to be looking at these hills, because that's where the windows are going to be facing, because you're going to want the sun coming in those windows. Yeah, so there's a pointer. So what I like about this software, I'm going to just do it. It probably won't work when I do it on here, but they have a globe thing. You click on it and it opens it in Google Earth. And I got multiple screens open, so it's not on the right screen. But if you give me a minute here, I'll throw Google Earth up on the right screen. Google Earth's doing its thing, flying us into this property. And okay, so we're south looking north, and Google Earth has 3D on this. And I'm using this one because I don't have the map set up on the website to do it on Google Maps just yet. I'll get that set up. But this is how I do it when I'm like, researching properties to buy them and stuff, because it's not, the information is not all set up on the website and I can't just go look at it easily, right? So we got the property here, and there's the pond again. I don't know if the pond stays there year round or what. It probably dries out, but it's still nice to have one part of the time, right? So you can see that the hill goes up here and then down, and so we'll move this. So now we're upside down. We're not on north is north. We're on north is looking down. And so here it looks like somebody put in a swale to can move some water around, or maybe focus some water. So somebody's been working on it. Maybe that helps with the road. So somebody's working on water movements here. And so there's a road that comes through the property, so you can drive right up to this property and get access to it. And then between the road and the hill is this pond, which, my dog would be jumping in there all the time, and I'd be trying to clean them off before they get in the house, but they sure would be having fun. And I'd try to get some ducks in there or something going on. I don't know. Ducks don't need water year round. They probably just get eaten by the coyotes, but you still got to try, right? And then you got these mountains here. So we saw pictures of these mountains in the pictures before, but in the coloration of these mountains. But these are some mountains here. It looks like, you might even have an angle to go drive around it, and up top, maybe you build a house up top of the mountains looking down, or maybe you put a camping spot up top for the guests, or an outback cabin or something. And you build close to the road. You got to go check out the property and see what it is. So that's what I wanted to show on this thing. I mean, you guys have played with Google Earth. You can do all kinds of stuff. But here's that neighbor I was talking about. So there's the one neighbor. Here's some more of these colorful hills going this direction. There's more of them over here. And so you're going to be driving by and seeing a lot of them, as well as having some of them on your property. And as we zoom out from here, we're upside down. Let's make north again. Okay, so now I don't know where we're at. Let's just get out of here. But the 40 is north of the property, and I don't think that's it. So it's in here somewhere, and we'll just drop out of Google Earth and I'll pull it up on this map. So this map, we'll zoom out and show you where the property's at. Yeah, so there's a railroad track over here. I've had properties all along there. I've had properties out in these areas. So where it says East Tank, I mean, there's these different tanks and wells for cattle, or cattle tanks and wells. Lost Tank, Jacob's Tank, East. So a lot of the stuff in the area is named for the cattle, because it's cattle country. This is open range land. The cattle can run around until you come fence off your land to keep them out. So the people that own cattle in the area can just run cattle all over the place until you kick them out. So there's, Interstate 40s to the north, and as we zoom out some more, you'll see a couple little towns. Here's Winslow over here, Snowflake to the south, Sholo to the south. As you go down that way, you can get into Home Depot, Walmart kinds of stuff. As you go up to Gallup again in New Mexico, the other direction, you can get into Supplies over there as well. So it's not right next to Supplies, but it's a ways off. And you also have the luxury of not really having much of any people around, in some beautiful countryside there too. So there's Flagstaff, and then Phoenix is over here. So if you're flying in, you're probably flying into Phoenix and driving over the mountains to go look at this. Or maybe Albuquerque, but Phoenix is probably going to be closer. So there's the property. So hit the link below. It'll take you back to the website, to ruralvacantland.com, where you can come check this property out, and call and email and talk to Felicia and Andrew about the property. It will most likely be Felicia answering the phone. And go check it out. See if this is the right one for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you again in the next one. Bye.